This is our Pomoly Dweller setup, which we have been using every day this winter to keep our boat warm. You can see we have it on slow flame and we have very nice combustion in there. At the moment, brewing some coffee, making myself breakfast. I have a little Peltier element fan going. So the review is we like it quite a lot. We have done some mods to it to be able to fit it in such a tight space with wooden walls very close around. So what we have done is on the inside we have lined it with fire brick instead of the side windows that we have cut out, and that is pressed in, and that works quite well to cut down the heat radiated to the sides. And then we have bent some sheet aluminum that serves as a heat shield for the walls, and I'm using the stock flue regulator here, and on top of that we have just welded together some sections of stainless exhaust pipe that is connected to an exhaust that I've cut up and welded in, which we have lined with glass fiber, rock wool packing to serve as a through hole, insulated through hole. So the way this heat shield works is it's sitting from the bottom. We have a gap of around a decimeter which sucks in air behind it. It flows up behind the heat shield and gets spit out on top here. We have hot air coming out, and that cools the space in between, and it's so effective. We've had it on full power now, the stove, and if you feel the wall, it's not even warm to the touch on the back side, so it's perfect. It's working very well. There's no chance of any fire spreading or any walls catching on fire. And here I have it insulated a little bit with exhaust wrap, just to keep the heat from the through hole. So it works pretty well. At the moment we have, let's see, 10 degrees in here, and we started out a little over 0, and we have around 0 outside, and that was 1 hour ago, so it gets warm pretty quick. And in the evenings what we do is we lay on a piece of fire brick, which takes a while to get warm, but then also gives off its warmth for quite a while, so it keeps the boat a little warmer a little longer. And the controls work well. You can put in decent sized logs. This is the Dweller Max series, so they burn for a while. I'd say maybe up to an hour maximum. If you put it on, if you dampen the reducer, and it has some nice afterburning effects with holes coming in here which supply oxygen then to the wood gas, which is coming off the wood but not combusting because of the low flue setting. It will still combust before going out of the chimney and still give off most of its heat, so that we like quite a lot. And for now it hasn't warped. We have screwed it to the floor on its 4 legs so that it doesn't move when the boat rocks. It would work the same in the van, and we have a aluminum heat shield for the floor also if something was to fall out. Only thing we're not using is the cooker plate here beneath. Well, we're using it for cooking, but we're never using it without on an open flame because it works quite poorly. It has these little grooves in them, as you can see here, and you're supposed to use this tool that was supplied with to lift it off. It just doesn't work. Actually it works a little bit. Now it works better when it's a bit used, and you could actually put things on. And that's the... It works because it's been rusting a little bit. But it did not work out of the box. But there you go. Maybe we'll start using that now. Yeah. But all in all, we're very, very pleased with it. It gives up a lot of heat. It has a zero thermal inertia, so once it's burned out, it stops heating, but it's really not a problem. It's nice to get the boat quickly warm, and if you have some insulation in your camper or boat or cabin, then it should take care of keeping the heat in for a little bit longer. And show you the outside flue, which works really well. Welded together from pieces of car exhaust we put here in the Swedish Biltema, 76mm if I'm not mistaken. And comes out here. We have a little bit of water in a recipient to also help cooling down the through holes. We wouldn't burn any paints or anything like that. And then we have a little bend here so we're not spitting out the smokes too close to the sail. And then insulated H tube to get very nice and constant draft in all wind conditions, never any down drafts that put out the fire or send out smoke inside. It works excellent. Only disadvantages, it will drip sooty water on the boat deck out from under here, which is actually not a big problem depending on what level of cleanliness you need to have on your boat. And this is our setup.